Hey guys, CP the artist asked, do you believe Bran died in the cave and Bloodraven downloaded himself into Bran's body? That the Bran we see is really Bloodraven? Short answer, no. But Bran does become the same person, not Bloodraven. Bran becomes the three-eyed raven, the last green seer. Let's take a step back. In the show, Bran saw a vision of water coming over the walls of Winterfell. Turns out, it was the Ironborn, Theon and his buddies. Later on, Bran escaped the crypts with Hodor, Asha, Rickon, Summer, and Shaggy Dog, and they run into Jojen and Mira Reed as they travel north. But in the books, Jojen and Mira arrived to Winterfell before the Ironborn. Jojen had visions about the water coming over the walls, and he tries to tell Bran. Keep in mind, Jojen is not a green seer, so this is Bloodraven sending green-eyed Jojen the visions. Bloodraven using Jojen as a tool to get Bran to start heading north. Magic comes at a cost, so eventually Jojen gets sick and he dies. Bloodraven also sent Jojen a vision of a winged wolf chained down at Winterfell. So that was Jojen's mission, go get Bran, the winged wolf, and get him out of Winterfell, cause the water or the Ironborn are coming, and the world depends on Bran. But Bran was a stubborn bastard, so he refused to leave until Jojen's visions came true. So at this point, Bloodraven certainly hasn't chosen to or had the ability to take over Bran. Otherwise, he would have gotten Bran's butt up and out of there before the Ironborn arrived.
Now you've come to me at last, Bran Stark. Though the hour is late.
But then Bran starts embracing the visions, right? So maybe Bloodraven killed Bran in the cave, and it's really Bloodraven that we see now, right? No, there's no need for that. Here's why. It revolves around this line here.
The time has come.
The time for what?
For you to become me.
First off, Bloodraven was not Bloodraven anymore. He was the three-eyed crow in the books and the three-eyed raven in the show. What I mean is, before he became the three-eyed raven, he was a man, Bloodraven. So he's got Bloodraven's memories, Bloodraven's life experiences. Let's use George R.R. Martin's terminology. Bloodraven had his own song, Bloodraven's song. And that's all he's got. So how much of Bloodraven was Bloodraven before he became the last green seer? 100%. But then he starts downloading information. He's seeing through the eyes of other people and animals. He's walking in their shoes, so to say, experiencing their lives from their own eyes.
I've been watching you. All of you. All of your lives. With 1,000 eyes and one.
As he does this, he's absorbing their songs, so the denominator of his equation changes. It increases. Let's say he absorbed Mad King Aerys' song, and Duncan the Tall's song. As he does this, the last green seer becomes less Bloodraven and more a new, blended identity, where Bloodraven makes up just 1/3 of the three-eyed raven. As the denominator goes up and up, his identity as Bloodraven trends downwards towards 0. Never getting there. Bloodraven never officially dies. He's part of the three-eyed raven, just an increasingly small part as the three-eyed raven absorbs more and more songs. Yay math. So even though Bloodraven never technically dies, or at least his song never dies, the individual who was Bloodraven is technically dead. The same thing happened with Bran. Bran is the new three-eyed raven. Let's say he walks in Jaime's shoes and absorbs Jaime's song. The part of him that is Bran is now only half of his total identity. But here's where it gets cool. Bloodraven may have already downloaded Jaime's song. And if Bran absorbs Mad King Aerys' song and Duncan the Tall's song, then the three-eyed raven that is Bran effectively becomes the same three-eyed raven that was Bloodraven. He accomplished this.
The time has come.
The time for what?
For you to become me.
The last green seer. But the last green seer is still alive, and he's got more to learn, specifically about the Night's King of history and lore. 3 of the next 4 videos relate to that. And here's something cool. So Bran's song is still alive, inside the last green seer, but Bran is effectively dead. That's why Bran was all weird to Sansa and Mira, because he's not Bran anymore. That kinda sucks. The cool part is that the last green seer sees things from other people's shoes, like Jaime. So the last green seer will understand why Jaime chose to do it, why he pushed Bran. He had a reason. The king lives above the law. The judicial system was flawed. Whereas Littlefinger proactively hurt people that did not need to be hurt. Littlefinger was not between a rock and a hard place, he just caused problems. So that's it for this one. Bloodraven did not work into Bran. Bran effectively became the three-eyed raven, which is the same thing that Bloodraven became many years ago. And the three-eyed raven has to keep learning, digging into who is the Night King, what is his backstory. 2 more quickies up next, then an Old Nan, Valonqar, and a Bran's final purpose video. Hit subscribe, I'll catch you on the flip side.
I've been many things. Now I am what you see.